Well, good morning. Just bought this Ford F250 2003 Super Duty Lariat, and it had a couple of minor little issues. One of them was I'll turn it around. There's the upper console cover, which very difficult to pull off. There's the lens for the electronics, and the control buttons go in those holes. So take you up here. So it had some snap ends. You had to be real careful. Pull the lens off. There's a snap in right there, snap in right there, right there, right there, and of course there's the electronic panel, and there's the plug-in for it. So I did a lot of research to figure out what I was going to have to do, and of course I thought I was going to have to buy this whole unit console piece along with the electronics, which is your direction, temperature, and tells you how many miles you're going to get on your tank of gas, and after you've burned it, you know, some gas on your drive, what you got left. So I fiddled around with it and thought maybe it just needed a reboot, and so I turned it off, turned it on, and it didn't work. So I pulled the console cover off, and apparently there's about 7 resistors on the back of this thing, and they burn up, or the solder comes loose on them and then they don't work. Anyway, that's the word. So the first thing I did was I gingerly pulled this large piece of plastic cover console down without breaking anything, and then there's some torque screws. There's 1, 2, and then there's one right there. Pulled it down gently, and the more I got to thinking about it, I thought if I pull the power out of that completely, it may just reboot it. So I pulled it down, I pulled the plug out, turned it upside down, and looked at the transistor board, and everything seemed to be intact, no broken solders. And I thought, well, heck, I plugged it back in, made sure it was in solid, and it snapped in. Turned the ignition on, and lo and behold, that bad boy lit up. Here, let me show you here. And it's working. So, sorry about the bad focus there. Okay, so I got the key on now. I'm gonna push the on-off button, and there it is. So I got my directions with the gas I have in the tank now. It shows 143 miles left to empty, and the temperature outside is 78 degrees. And by the way, it's only flickering in the camera. There we go. I don't even, it's solid as a rock when you're looking at it. If I go from way back like this, I don't know why it's doing that, because it's showing solid out here just looking at it with my eyes, but it's working. So I have a hunch, and I believe that when I pulled the plug out, it rebooted it. And here you go. I'm good to go. It worked. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the console cover, which is right here, off for a few days. So if that thing stops working again, it'll be easier to get to, and then I'll either look at the resistors again, or I'll just replace the whole electrical unit, which would probably be better because this is 16 years old and it may just need a little help. So there you go. And here I am, and I'm signing off. See ya.